Alright, we're gonna very quickly run through everything I've done. Pivot pistol, new changes to its fire modes, lethal and stun. Lethal is automatic, more accurate. Normal red mode you're used to. Stun is the slug round that's used in Dead Space Extraction and the film for stunning. So it fires 6 pellets, and it costs 3 to shoot, so that's 6 chances to stun per shot. Very simple. Stamina has been changed. Stamina is now based out of your actual endurance, not just normal netscript stamina. So originally you couldn't do this. You couldn't change your stamina. It would only be out of 100% at all times, and upping your endurance would just decrease the rate at which stuff drains. Now, stamina will increase the actual amount of stamina you have. Yay. Sorry, endurance will increase the amount of stamina you have. So, yay, good. That works. Tenacity. Crawling has a max speed. Tenacity increases your max speed. As your health drains, you crawl slower. So the more tenacity you have, the faster you crawl. I've capped it at this speed because anything else is ridiculous. But you crawl at a certain speed, and it uses stamina. If your stamina reaches 0, it'll decrease very rapidly until it's totally drained. Once it's totally drained, it won't let you move for a bit. And then after waiting a few seconds, it'll refill to the default 100% that Nutscript has. This encourages you to deplete the bar to move in short bursts, as waiting for it to recover takes a while. The only benefit in waiting for it to recover is if you first get in-capped and you're sitting there and you want it to recover higher so you have more to move. But generally, moving is not always good. As your health lowers, the speed at which you move will also decrease until you eventually move to a crawl. At default tenacity, you will stop being able to move regardless of stamina by 10 health. So by this point, even if I tried to move, when my stamina goes to 100 before I hit the deck and die, I can't. Saturation also decreases depending on your health. I've changed the music up, obviously, to make it more intense. There's combat rolling and sounds. You cannot roll when you're in-capped. Very simple. You can dodge. There's a chance to dodge damage when you roll, and there is certain types of damage if you are rolling you can't receive. So it's good for that. Animations for ladders. Ladders now have actual animations, both going up and down and for sitting still. Obviously, you can still look around and still shoot, and carrying things in your hand just has them kind of hang there. I can't really change that. Rolling, if you remember the old type of rolling, when we used to have it a long time ago, when you rolled, you would float for a few seconds. You don't float anymore. Gravity affects you as if you're crouching, so you will take damage. Just like falling, if you are falling, you don't want to crouch because you'll have more velocity added to your character, which makes you take damage. Same thing with rolling. Rolling is just like crouching. You don't want to roll off of platforms. It does more damage if you roll and fall than if you were to just walk off and fall. Weapons. I've divided them per loadout. Each class / faction currently has 2 loadouts with 2 different guns for each loadout. Right now, that leaves the divot and the pulse rifle for everybody to use, and then one of each different kind of weapon is the secondary for each class. Each class will also have certain things that they can do that other classes can't do. Like MPs can arrest and will be able to escort NPCs. EDF guys will have the heavier weaponry to shoot with. Engineers will be able to hack. Medics will have the medigun, which doesn't revive from a distance, and they revive people with more health. And then EVCG they don't really have anything. Their main benefit is they just have 2 alternate heavy-hitting attacks. Generally speaking, it's pretty basic forward. Uniform outfits are going to be pretty strict, so they have their types of clothes they can wear in each category. So security's got the police ones and the security ones because they're the MPs. EDF has all of the green ones, the grayish ones in soldier colors, and then of course engineer has all of the engineering ones and their variations. It's pretty basic. Incapacitations, you get one free one instead of 4. Technically, you get 2 free ones. Your first one is always free, so you'll never go to death's door after that. If you get in-capped a second time, there's a chance you'll go to death's door after that. On death's door, if you get in-capped while on death's door, you die. So you basically get 2 quotation mark free ones minimum, but you get 1 free incapacitation where you will not go to death's door. Because of the timer and the new systems for crawling, there is no way to self-revive. Keep that in mind. There's also not going to be any way to heal people or boost health or anything like that while low on health, while incapacitated, so it's going to be pretty straightforward. You either get picked up or you don't. There's no timer to pick people up, like it takes a few seconds to do so. It's literally just walk up, press E like usual. I will make a base pack for everybody to use. Shouldn't be too hard. It will allow you to have working animations. You can stomp. That is now a thing. Shift F. As long as you're holding the shift key, you press F or hold F, you'll stomp. This is the alternate version of kinesis. When you kinesis things, you have to press F. You can't kinesis when running, so in order to save space on key combinations and make it user-friendly, I just added it to that. So if you're holding shift and you press F, you stomp. You can stomp on NPCs, you can stomp on in-cap players, you can stomp on pretty much damn near anything. It won't hurt people, it's just like shooting a gun, but now you're able to break boxes and stuff without needing a melee weapon. It's a little AoE around you. Pretty basic. There's VMAP now, so when you do certain actions, you will have view model stuff. That's what that bugginess was. I've done my best to fix it as best as possible. This also means if you're picking things up, you will actually have to walk up to it and press E on it. And if it's an item that you can actually grab, it will grab it. So there's no automatic picking it up anymore. Again, I've added the bars. You can turn them on or off to show different aspects. Otherwise, so far, that's all I've been working on. I don't really have a whole lot, I'm sure, of what I'm going to do just now. I've just been having fun coding. So, assuming that things continue to go well, and I continue to get inspiration to keep fixing and doing things, back to server, but it's kind of all up in the air. I make no promises. Certainly not anything here soon. If it is, surprise. Otherwise, pretty basic. I hope you guys will have fun. I hope you like seeing some of the progress. But this is what I've been up to the past few days coding. So feel free to come see. I'm in my Discord pretty often, streaming shit when I'm working on it, so I don't mind the company. I don't have anything else to showcase right now. I just wanted to give a short little progress update and explain everything. A lot of the stuff I haven't talked about is it's just I've reworked code in the background, like the in-cap system. I've redone it from scratch. I've basically redone all of the hooks and everything to make it less likely to fail. I found a few reasons as to why it was failing and why it was killing people instead of letting people get in-capped, so that shouldn't happen anymore. You know, fingers crossed, or no. Just deal with me, bear with me as I take care of it and deal with it.